Hello and welcome to Heavy Metal Rex. My name is Weiss, and today I have a couple of things that I want to do to the WRX, a couple of things that have been bothering me that I want to change, something to do with the suspension and the front lip, which I'll go ahead and get to, but something that there's some discussions I want to have because this is kind of important. If you guys have seen the installation of my coilovers, you know that I've run into some issues with clunking here or there, and this is actually the end link from the Neomax Silver's coilovers that I installed. You see, it's my hand, it's not on the car. I recently switched back to the OEM end links because I was having a lot of issues with these. I don't really understand why. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I've been following everyone's instructions, but what ended up happening was the night that I decided to take these off and put the OEM ones on, they actually got stuck, and I ended up having to Dremel the nuts off, which kind of sucks. Now, again, not any fault to the end link. There's actually a way to hold on to the end link. So here's what happened. Let me explain what happened. When you take off the OEM end links, they do tell you to put in an Allen key to keep the middle from spinning so you can actually take the bolt off. Now, with these, there's no Allen key area to do the front. There's actually a little area here which you can hold on to if you have really tiny pliers or like a small wrench. I didn't have tiny pliers or a small wrench, so I ended up having to Dremel the bolt off or the nut off, which kind of sucks because, you know, now I can't reuse this. I ended up Dremeling the whole damn thing. I still don't know exactly why this was happening to me specifically, but my trip down or up to Felix Performance, talking to James Felix, he actually did mention that the actual bolt on the new end links is slightly thinner in diameter than the OEM ones, which tends to cause some clunking. Even the slightest bit of space does cause some noise. Now, I kind of wish that I had the end link out so I could show you the comparison between you. I didn't even think about it. And the reason why this wasn't on video is because I actually forgot my camera charger in Maryland. So I couldn't make any videos for the last couple of days, which kind of sucks. So I actually ended up getting extra batteries and an AC adapter. So now the thing is plugged up indefinitely. So that is gone. The car, no clunking whatsoever now at all, which is great. I think that there is still going to be I think the adjustable end links are really good for people who lower their cars a lot. I don't have mine lowered too much, and as you can see, this is pretty low, and if anything, I'm actually going to be raising it just a hair. I don't have the discipline to be driving a car this low, and the mud flaps keep scraping on pretty much, especially the front mud flaps scrape on everything, which is kind of annoying. But these are just, so today, that's what I'm going to do. Today, I want to raise the car up just maybe another 10 millimeters, both in the front and the back. I need to fix the camber on this. I have the SPC adjustable rear control arms, but the problem is I did not get the adjustable toe arms, so I cannot adjust the toe on the rear as much as I want to compensate for the camber. So actually the camber is going to go back to the factory camber, which I haven't really been driving the car. So the reason why this all came up is I wanted to do a basic string alignment at home. So I went and got some string from Home Depot, and I got like a digital angle checker thingy. And I found out that I couldn't do it. And the item that SPC gives me to add extra toe is not something that I can replace at home because I don't have the tools. So this is going to go back to factory. So I do need to take both the wheels off both sides. There is an eccentric bolt that I need to turn to get the camber back in order. So that's going to be done. The front camber never changed. I kept it exactly the same way, and I was able to check it before and after I installed the wheels to make sure that's fine. I am going to try my best to do the toe, which the front toe seems completely fine, even when I just, what I did was I set up like a basic string. I was testing this earlier, and it looks really good. Because, the car was still fairly new-ish, but that's still, I'm going to try to do that today. So, and the other thing that I want to do is the front lip. And let me take you to the front and show you exactly what I mean, because this is a problem I've had both with the Aeroflow lip and the Noble lip, and there's a good chance you'll probably have this issue with the OEM lip as well. I'm not sure, but let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is the issue that I'm having with the lip. You can actually see there's this whole space right here, and basically the way these are attached is in the middle. There is some double-sided tape, but clearly it's not doing its job. And it's self-tapping screws, and two of the screws have already fallen out. So I don't like that. And this is the same thing that was happening with the Aeroflow Dyanmics lip. And of course, obviously there's not I don't know if it's the fault of the lip herself. I think it's more just the fact that we're using self-tapping screws. So what I've done is I went and bought some bolts and some nuts, about the same size. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to bolt it to the bumper itself, which this is not a solution for everybody, but this is the solution that I'm going to take because it's really easy to take the bumper off. For me, I mean, if I don't see any application where I'm going to have to take the bumper off on the side of the road to take the lip off. I mean, if the lip's going to come off, it's just going to fly off. So that's something that I'm going to do. I'll show you what bolts and nuts I'm going to use. It should be really easy to do and make it very sturdy. Like I said, I've got some bolts, nuts, and some washers to help increase the rigidity on this. Now that I've got the bumper off, I can actually kind of get a greater picture of exactly what's happening. So I'll give you guys an example. So here's one self-tapping screw. It's right here. I don't know if I can... it's not really good. So there's one here, and on this side, it's not that bad. This one makes sense because it's actually tapped into multiple areas, and so it doesn't move. But if I come over to something like this one here, this is just going through this plastic. This one moves a lot. This center one doesn't seem to, because that's also being tapped into multiple surfaces. This one over here does move. I tend to have to retighten this multiple times. And then of course the ones that go into here, these are just completely gone. They don't even exist anymore on both sides. They're completely gone. I don't even know where they went. So here's what I got to what I thought that would actually help. It's these bolts these machine screws, sorry. They're about the same thickness as the self-tapping screw on its own, and I got some washers to put on both sides, and basically once I bolt them up, they shouldn't move. That's the idea. So I'll just start unscrewing them and see how it goes. I'm still not sure if I'll need to actually drill the holes to be a little bit bigger. I feel like it's about the same size. So let me just pop it in there and see. Now, I think I am going to have to enlarge the hole a little bit. God, that's really annoying. Oh my God. There we go. So here, this is now pretty damn solid. I've got the screw, got the washer, and then right on the other side, it's got another washer and a nut. So that's not going anywhere. So here's the issue with this area. The washers that I have, the washer size is number 10 from Home Depot. These are not big enough for this. So I think I actually have bigger ones in the house. I'm gonna go see if I can get those and then just double up on them. This seems to be fine. This actually is working out really well. And same here, this is doing really well. So I got super lucky. I found these quarter-inch machine screws, which actually fit perfectly in here. And so I was able to just put one without even putting a washer because it has a very flat head, and that seems to be good. So I only need two of those on one on each side. So that's a good enough solution for me. So this is the final result with everything bolted off. The machine screws on the side were fine. This is actually much better. As you can see now, if I pull it, the whole bumper wants to move along with it, and that's so much better. And it was more just for looks, if anything. My issue was every time I would look at it, the screws would be untightened, and I would have to go back and retighten them. Or in this case, 2 of them were just gone. I don't even know where the hell they went. So this is, again, not a solution for everybody, because like, if you do want to take this off, you will be taking the bumper off. But I feel safer, or I guess not even really safe. I just feel better that it's screwed on tight now. Ignore all of this. You don't see any of what's going on down here. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that took a little bit longer than expected, because if you've ever tried to put a bumper back on, the clips right in the middle always give me trouble, because some got to go below, some's got to go above. It's dumb. So that's on. I'm super happy with this. I'm now going to move on to the wheels. So I got to get the car jacked up, and we'll fix the back wheels first, because that needs to be fixed. The issue, remember, there is you can even see there's a bit more camber in the back, so that needs to be adjusted back to OEM level camber, and then we can move on to the alignment. So I've got my digital caliper here. Let me go back and see exactly how much height I got set up. Adjust this to, I'm going off millimeters. No. So we're about 15.5 millimeters. So I'm just going to raise this up to 20 millimeters. That is my goal. I remember exactly how to do this. Nope. Turn it this way to unlock. Okay. And now I gotta turn it this way to raise. I think I gotta use this bigger one. Can I do it this way? I have enough strength. Turn it. I do not. I do not. All right, let's see where that puts us. It's at 17. This is this is a real tedious process, I have to admit. And one that I've done multiple times, but because you're constantly adjusting what's perfect for you. So that's at 19. We're almost there. Good thing is it's not terrible. That should be 20. That actually might be a little bit more than 20. Let's see. There's 2011. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to lock this collar back up. That's good. Double check my measurements. With the collar lock, that's 20.40. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to adjust the fronts as well, up about 5 millimeters. I thought I was going to do 10, but I actually only ended up doing 5 because I went from 15 to 20. I'm wondering if I should do another 5. Or would 5 even matter? I think I will do another 5. I think I will. So let's lock the collar, see where we're at. 24.96. Once I lock this, I think we'll be right where I need to be. Bro, 25 even. That's good. I'm happy with that. So basically I got to do that on all 4 sides, raise it 10 millimeters. So it's going to be a minute. We'll just time lapse through this. Okay, so here's what everything looks like. It's actually not that bad. I raised this about 5 millimeters. I raised that about 10 millimeters, and it still looks really good. I have loosely set up the strings for the box to try, and I'm probably not going to be able to do the alignment, but what I will do is I will just check to see how bad it is and see how bad it is out of spec, and I may end up just taking it to my buddy's shop. It's a time issue. These days I don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm just trying to figure out exactly what to do. So I'm going to fix this up real quick and then start taking some measurements. So I got it about as straight as I'm going to be able to get it. I've got my digital calipers, zero them out, and I'm actually just going to use the top or the bottom of the string just to see how far it is, just from the outside of the lip of the tire. It is 48 millimeters in the back. And same section under the string. It is 49 even. So how far off 48 was this? Let me see. Oh no, sorry, they're both 49.3 and 49.9. That's actually pretty good. Now the back is where I'm most concerned because of the whole toe arm and LCA issue. So let's see how far we can go. So same thing, where the string ends. I want to push the string. 53.8. $53.6. Okay, wow. All right, so I guess it's not as bad as I thought. I mean, it looks bad, but this is the OEM spec, so nothing really should have changed in the alignment side. So that's actually pretty damn good. Let's go check the other side. So here we go. So here we're having, this looks like it's towed in a little bit. So if we look back here again, about 46 in the front. About 50 in the back. Damn. That actually even... No, let me double check my measurements on this side. That doesn't seem right. Let me double check my measurements on this side. All right, I did have to make adjustments to the box. It was a little out of whack by like an inch on both sides. I did go back and fix the box. It's even from the center of the wheel. The strings are even from the center of the wheel, and they're even from the back and the front. And I rechecked the measurements again, and they were like a millimeter off, but they were exactly the same. So there's no toe in the front and no toe in the back. So let's come back here and check this. It's 54. 53. There is slight toe in on this one. Or this is further out. So this could come out just a little bit. I can get to the toe arm, so I might actually just do that from here. Let me check the back. So here are the numbers that I've got so far. The front right is 49.6, 49.4, not bad. Back right, 53.4, 53.5, not bad. The front left, 53.6, 54.1, a little bit off, but I think that's okay. Back left, this is the troubling one. Back left is 55.1, 53.9. So I've got the toe arms coming probably in the next day or two. Once those get here, I'll put those in and we'll do the alignment at that time, because I don't want to do the alignment and then install that and then everything's going to be out of whack again. So the string method was not that bad. I actually used a couple of different videos, a few different videos. Obviously, I used Smedia's video. There was like 4 other videos I looked just to like understand. And it really isn't that bad. You just have to get your measurements right between the jacks, both the front and the back, and then like the distance between the center of the wheels. Like I was able to get the strings almost like dead center, which was nice. And I just used like 2 points on the side of the rim to figure out. And not bad. I feel like it could be a little bit better. And I still am going to take it to a shop and get like an actual alignment, but I want to get all the parts on there first before going, because I don't want to have to keep paying for an alignment. Now, my buddy will do lifetime alignment down the street for a discount, which is kind of nice because it's not far from my house. Anyway, that's pretty much everything I wanted to do in the video. Actually, I did want to do more, but I got to take my daughter to gymnastics, and I kind of ran out of time today. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was informative. I will see you guys in the next one.